Hey everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. I don't know if you can tell, but from looking at this card, I am super excited to play with our gloss sprays. So I made a quick card because it's a card I had seen or similar seen, and I really had wanted to try it out. So there's a couple of things that I want to show you about the gloss sprays so that you can try it out yourself. Number one, if you are concerned about messes, then you could get a spray studio, and it's like a 3/4 box that you can spray in, and it sort of contains your mess, but you can see that I can't show that and be in the space, so we can pretty much assume that I'm going to be making a mess. Also, when you use your gloss sprays, you need to make sure that you clean the nozzles when you're finished, because when you go back a few months later and try to use them, they don't always like that. And so one of the things that I did is, like this one, I had a problem with the entire nozzle, and I just swapped it out with another nozzle that I had. But you can just pop the top off and soak them and clean them. And then sometimes this part too gets clogged up and hardened with stuff inside. So if you squeeze and soak it, you can get that out of there. But it's easiest to clean it when you're done, so that when you go to use it again later, you can use it right away. One of the main fun things, I know how to kind of put this behind so I get less places. Anyway, so I wanted to show you some techniques with the gloss sprays because they're super fun. And when you go to use them, and the night one is so pretty, and the night one must be hard to get or something. It's not going to be in our next catalog. So if you're sad about that, we'll have to get it as soon as possible because they're running low. When you spray, you can spray and then you get a lot of mist and a little bit of color. And look, you can see how fast it's drying. But if you push down really slowly, you can get like globules, and it's so I'm still pushing on the same push. And instead of shooting all out at once, I got much, much larger sprinkles. And then same with the other colors. And I also had some success if I sprayed with one color and then let it dry completely before I started spraying with the other. And each one you're supposed to, there we go. You're supposed to shake it before you use it, but make sure that you pay attention to where you're shaking it, because sometimes this little section between the squirter part and the mechanism, it isn't a perfect seal. So you shake it and pretty soon you have shake all over your carpet. In my case, it's just fake wood floor, so I can just wipe it up. But be very careful. I have definitely done that. But the same thing, you can spray once and get just a mist, or you could try spraying very, very slowly, and you get much bigger droplets. And then you just kind of move your hand around so that the droplets aren't all falling in the same zone. Okay, so when I made this card, I used my special box. But I also took my spray, and I was at an angle. So I took my sprayer and I kind of sprayed like that on one corner. And then I took the next color. I'm only moving this because I'm trying to keep it ish in the middle for my, see, some of the sprays, no matter how hard you try, are going to just spray. So you gotta practice and see kind of the personalities of each of your colors. And you, one thing that I kind of found easy was I just created all of these They're 8x3. So I can just keep on spraying until I find one that turned out how I liked. And then the rest of them you can use on something else or toss because it was just a practice. See, this night one just has such fun blobs. So cool. But you can see that that was very simple. I now have something that looks almost like the card that I made. And it's ready to back on some regular cardstock and then put your message. And it's super fun. So what else could I do? So how cool is this? This would be super fun on a scrapbook page where it goes down all 12 inches. I didn't do it on a scrapbook page because I didn't have the space to make that big of a mess. But either way, I can show you on my little small paper. So I started with my dark one. I kind of feel like you do the dark one first and then let it dry. And then I do the next one. So I just kind of started in one corner. And again, this is all one push. So, and then I move over a little bit and I keep pushing and you see it gets drippy. Then I move over a little bit and let it drip. So fun. And then, just kind of let it drip off the page. If you get rid of the ink faster. But, and then I just took the next color. So the next color is this gorgeous blue ocean. I just did the same thing. I just started in one section and let it fall. I'm actually still on the same push. How pretty is that? Anyway, if you like messes, come to my house. And then I go to something that's quite different. So let's go to the red one next, the fuchsia. Now you don't really want it to travel down the same one. So here I am redirecting it to another way. You're never going to get the same thing twice. So how pretty is that? It's nice and messy. So if you have, I don't know, finger painting or something, construction or something, this would be a great for, controlled messes. And then another one is like this one. This one is kind of this one to the nth degree. I just kind of saturated the top half and the rest was just residual spray and drippings. And then I let the blue dry and then I did another color and then I let that dry and I did another color and just got this really pretty saturated. I don't know what I would use it for, but it was fun. So that is my very quick lesson on gloss sprays. We do have 6 colors. I used lime a little bit. We have the fuchsia, the night I said was going to be going away, ocean, and turquoise, and finally cheddar. So lots of variety, lots of things you can do with that. And of course, don't forget, clean your nozzles. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.